In the shadow of the Great Rift Valley, where the earth breathes ancient stories and the wind carries the voices of forgotten warriors, there lived a young woman whose destiny was written in the stars. Her name was Naipanoi, the daughter of Olopirik, the fiercest warrior of her clan. This is her story, a tale woven with threads of forbidden love, betrayal, and the unyielding power of tradition. We begin with Naipanoi's early years, growing up under the shadow of her father, Olopirik. Known across the Maasai lands as a great warrior, Olopirik carries the scars of countless battles against rival clans and invading forces. His reputation is legendary, and so is the burden on Naipanoi's shoulders. As his only child, she has been raised not only to honor her family, but also to carry forth his legacy. Olopirik. A man of strict principles, he is both a loving father and a fearsome warrior. He often tells Naipanoi the tales of their ancestors, instilling in her the importance of tradition. Naipanoi. A spirited girl full of curiosity but often troubled by the weight of expectations. Her inner conflict between duty and her personal desires begins early. Olopirik, as a respected elder, has already arranged a future for Naipanoi. She is to marry Olengai, the son of another powerful elder. This union will fortify alliances and ensure peace between their clans. Olopirik believes this marriage will protect Naipanoi, as it will place her in the care of a respected family. However, Naipanoi's heart is wild. She dreams of a life beyond the confines of tradition, yearning for freedom and passion. Years pass, and Naipanoi grows into a strikingly beautiful young woman. Her presence commands attention, but it is her spirit that draws the eyes of Lekuta, a warrior from a rival clan. The two first meet at a Maasai dance ceremony, where the clans gather to celebrate a rare alliance and trade. As the rhythmic sounds of chanting and dancing warriors fill the air, their eyes lock. Despite the rivalry between their clans, the attraction is undeniable. Lekuta, though young, is known for his bravery and skill in battle. He is everything Naipanoi longs for, courageous, free-spirited, and unafraid to challenge the old ways. That night, Naipanoi and Lekuta steal away from the crowd. Beneath the vast African sky, they speak of dreams, hopes, and fears. For the first time in her life, Naipanoi feels understood. But they both know the truth. What they share is forbidden. Over the months, Naipanoi and Lekuta continue to meet in secret. They share their hopes for the future and the frustrations of living under the weight of tradition. Their love grows, but so does the danger. If anyone were to discover their affair, it would not only dishonor both their families, but spark a new feud between their clans. Naipanoi begins to struggle with her responsibilities as Olengai's betrothed. The upcoming wedding looms over her like a dark cloud, and though she tries to hide her feelings, her father notices her change in behavior. Naipanoi's childhood friend Enkai harbors her own feelings of envy and jealousy. Though once like a sister to Naipanoi, Enkai feels overlooked and underappreciated, especially as Olengai shows interest in Naipanoi. Secretly in love with Lekuta, Enkai feels betrayed when she learns of their affair. Driven by jealousy, Enkai reveals the secret to Olopirik, believing that doing so will end Naipanoi and Lekuta's relationship and restore honor. Her betrayal is swift and cuts deep, and it is here that the story's tension begins to build. The moment Olopirik learns of his daughter's betrayal, his heart is torn. As a father, he loves Naipanoi, but as a warrior and elder, he cannot allow her to defy tradition. His rage knows no bounds as he confronts her. Naipanoi pleads for understanding, confessing her love for Lekuta. But Olopirik is unyielding. Olopirik gives Naipanoi an ultimatum: end her relationship with Lekuta and proceed with the marriage to Olengai, or face exile. Naipanoi is torn. But her love for Lekuta is stronger than her fear of the consequences. She chooses exile, much to her father's disbelief. Naipanoi and Lekuta decide to flee together, abandoning their clans and risking everything for the sake of their love. They plan to leave during the night, traveling far from the Maasai Mara into uncharted lands. As they steal away into the darkness, the tension in the air is palpable. Naipanoi's heart races as she looks back at the only home she has ever known. But fate is cruel. The clans discover their escape, and a search party is sent to bring them back. Lekuta fights valiantly, but he is outnumbered. He is captured and brought before the Council of Elders. In a tragic turn of events, Lekuta is condemned as a traitor. Naipanoi is forced to watch as the man she loves is executed, a punishment meant to restore the honor of the tribe. Her heart shatters as Lekuta's life slips away before her eyes. Her tears fall silently onto the earth, mixing with the blood of the warrior she loved. Olopirik watches as his daughter falls into despair. For the first time, the warrior begins to question the old ways. His heart breaks as he realizes that, in his effort to uphold tradition, he has lost the one thing he cherished most: his daughter. He turns his back on the elders, no longer able to justify their harsh ways. The story closes with Naipanoi standing alone on a hill, overlooking the vast Masai Mara. Her heart is heavy, and the weight of her loss is too great to bear. Her tears fall silently as she grieves not only for Lekuta, but for the burden of tradition that has cost her everything. Olopirik, too, stands on the horizon, watching his daughter in silence. He has lost his way, but in Naipanoi's tears, he sees the hope of a future where love can overcome the chains of the past. Love, like the winds of the savannah, cannot be tamed. In the end, Naipanoi wept not only for her love, but for the unbreakable bond between heart and heritage. Though tradition may stand as a mountain, even mountains can be eroded by the tears of a warrior's daughter. Months after Lekuta's tragic death and Naipanoi's deep sorrow, a mysterious wanderer arrives at the village. He is an elder from a distant clan, known for his wisdom and healing. Word spreads quickly about his arrival, and soon the elders, including Olopirik, summon him for counsel. The wanderer speaks of forgiveness, unity, and the need to bridge the gap between tradition and progress. He challenges the village elders, gently questioning the rigidity of the old ways and suggesting a future where love, not just bloodlines, can bring honor to a clan. Olopirik listens closely, his mind still heavy with regret over Naipanoi's loss. Naipanoi, still heartbroken, decides to leave her village temporarily to embark on a spiritual journey. Guided by the words of the wanderer, she seeks out the sacred mountains where the Maasai believe the spirits of their ancestors dwell. There she hopes to find peace, healing, and a way to reconcile the pain of her past with her future. Her journey is arduous, taking her across the Maasai plains, through dense forests, and up into the sacred hills. Along the way, she meets other travelers and learns their stories of love, loss, and redemption. She begins to realize that love, though painful, is also the source of the greatest strength. After months away, Naipanoi returns to her village, her heart more at peace but still mourning Lekuta's loss. She finds her father, Olopirik, waiting for her. The once proud warrior is now a humbled man. He kneels before his daughter, acknowledging his role in her suffering and the death of Lekuta. Olopirik's voice cracks as he speaks of his regret and his desire to change the ways of the clan, ensuring no other love will suffer the same fate. Naipanoi, though deeply hurt, forgives him. In this moment of reconciliation, father and daughter embrace. Olopirik, with Naipanoi's encouragement, calls a council meeting where they discuss new paths for the tribe, a future where tradition and love can coexist. And so, from the ashes of loss, rose a new dawn for Naipanoi and her people. The winds of the savannah carry tales not only of battle and tradition, but of love that defies even the strongest of chains. In the heart of the warrior's daughter, a fire still burned, one that taught her tribe that to honor the past does not mean to shackle the future. For even in the deepest pain, love can heal, love can unite, and love can rebuild.